Wisdom is within. If you're anything like me, you also look to other people in authority or even your friends to validate what you're doing. Sometimes we need someone to say that we're on the right track and we're doing the right thing. This was common when we were children. We were taught that certain behaviors were good and certain behaviors were bad. And for the most part, it was. Maybe putting a frog in your mouth isn't the best thing to do. But then it also extends to things that aren't necessarily bad. Maybe our sense of play has been stifled by some of the adults in our life. In my case, it was much worse, where I was just told to obey and I was forced into a mold because of a disciplinarian mindset and a shaming mindset for the students who performed less. Whether you're an adult or a teenager, I invite you to see another mode of reality. Some people are living life in their creative and playful modes. It's less stressful, and we can shift from survival mode to creative mode, just like in Minecraft. If this is something that you would like to experience, keep watching. As I said, it is kind of difficult to self-validate. We want to make sure that what we're doing is right. But maybe you notice that as you grow older, some things don't have a rule book. Sometimes you do all the right things and it just doesn't pan out as you expect it to. Maybe it's even harsher for some people who experience burned out gifted kid syndrome, where they were so gifted and now that they're not automatically achieving, it's a bit hard to learn the skills like growth mindset that we should have learned early on. So what's the antidote to doing things without anyone's approval? Because sometimes we want other people's validation. Sometimes it's unsolicited. Sometimes we truly want to do something and the people we love actually make us feel bad about it. Or the people we love are in such limited mindsets that they discourage us from doing it and look at all the risk, but they don't look at the possible rewards. But I want that for you. I want you to move and to envision from a place of possibility instead of a place of fear and lack. And just to be clear, I'm also on this journey. Because I've experienced a little bit of it, or much of it, I want you to experience that too. The antidote is compassion, self-validation if you can help it, detachment, and this is the most juicy part, exploration. With the three parts that I mentioned, which is like self-validation and detachment, they can be sometimes hard. You've lived all your life seeking approval. Maybe you didn't, and congratulations, but most of us did. Even a black sheep child like me. But then exploration is a little different. You're testing the waters, you're seeing if this could work out. And you can start small. You don't need to do big acts if that scares you too much to even start it. It's good to go for things that scare you, but there are just some things that are very far vibrationally that instead of being able to feel the fear and do it anyway, I just kind of freeze. Maybe fight, flight, freeze, fawn. If it sends you into that state of mind, then it's not that step for you yet. Always follow what feels aligned from a place of love. And I don't know about you, but if you love yourself, you wouldn't push yourself off a cliff, right? Yes, maybe you could like jump off a cliff when it's a height that you know you can handle. It's a height that you've worked up to, and some people are already on that level, so they can just take that leap of faith. But sometimes a leap of faith is taking a day off and just doing whatever you've always wanted to do on that day. It doesn't have to be big. And I know that we've glorified this vision of, oh, just all of my moves are big because I'm that kind of person, or like all of my moves are big because I don't play small. And I get that frequency as well. But examine first within. Examine it within first. And that's what I mean about wisdom is within. Often we look for answers. We have so many questions, we have so many emotions about, hey, I need clarity. Is this my path? But sometimes you won't really know until you try it. It's so simple, but it's not always easy. And so sometimes we get an answer that doesn't feel right. We get an answer like, do big moves. And you know in your heart that you can't do that right now, and that's okay. The trap that I fell into was that I shamed myself for not being courageous enough to do those big moves. And you know what? Eventually, I did do those big moves. Eventually, I did. But sometimes you have to just take little bites, take baby steps, and that matters too. That matters too. So, I want you to have compassion for yourself in whatever stage or level you're in, whatever existence you have right now. Whoever you are at this moment, let that be enough. Because you can make changes even when you fully accept yourself. Because then the changes feel like exploration, it feels like play, it feels like creativity. It's not, I need to change because if I don't change, then I'm not worthy. And can you feel just how constricted that is? My intention and my vision for all of us, if you resonate with this, if you resonate with the work that I'm doing, my vision for all of us is expansion. We can expand from a place of peace, from a place of enoughness, from a place of inherent worthiness. And this is why I advocate for self-acceptance more than self-improvement. Because you know what? Often, we are already enough. You're already enough. That's all for today, and thank you so much. And as always, stay true to you.